Let's talk about prenuptial agreements, or otherwise known as marital property agreements. Our firm drafts prenuptials and marital property agreements. The difference between the two is a prenuptial is typically before the marriage, and a marital property agreement can be done during the marriage. Such an agreement will determine how the assets and income is split upon a divorce. If you would like a marital property agreement drawn up, we would meet with you. We would go through a financial disclosure, which would have all of your assets listed in the agreement. Your spouse would hire a different attorney, and they would do likewise and fill out a financial disclosure with all of their assets. And then we would come together and try to agree upon the terms of that agreement. A marital property agreement anticipates that there may likely be a divorce at the end. And what the marital property agreement does is gives predictability to both parties in case that reality happens. A marital property agreement does not have to be a very negative experience. It's a practical vehicle to use to have predictability in case things don't work out. A marital property agreement can cover terms as to spousal support. A marital property agreement can indicate who will be awarded the home. And most importantly, what people worry about is the assets they're bringing into the marriage. So if you're bringing into a marriage a retirement account worth a lot of money, a marital property agreement is a good vehicle to use to protect that in case you get divorced. So you would maintain that property because that was property you earned before the marriage, and it should be preserved at the end. I think it's very prudent to have a marital property agreement because it gives predictability to both parties that if things don't work out, this is how we will divide income, this is how we will divide our assets. A marital property agreement must be drafted by two attorneys. Each party needs an attorney to represent them. They need to do a full financial disclosure and reveal all of their assets. And then they can come to terms as to how the property will be split or income will be split upon a divorce. Many premarital agreements that I draft and marital property agreements are very detailed. They indicate if the parties have been married X amount of years, there may be a spousal support component. It will indicate that property that was brought into the marriage, such as pensions, homes, other retirement accounts, those would be kept by the party upon a dissolution of that marriage.